Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to a new mod. Character. We're gonna play as Little Horn. I haven't tested this, so right. There's something about. Oh no. Okay, so we put the hole down, and he just transfers from one point to another. I think there's something about, like, I can control this slightly. I did read a little bit on this, but cool little character. Yeah, infestation. No, I don't look like him anymore. Cool character, concept at least. I think I added like a bigger like overhaul thing, which is why like this voice is coming in, and why this screen, which is now bugged, because I turned off the mod. It's not bugged, it just doesn't have the pentagram on it. Is it slightly homing? I think it's slightly homing. Yeah, I think it's slightly homing. Whoop. That's a cool ability. I like that it charges multiple times. I wasn't sure because I used it and then walked through a door. Probably won't charge if I'm not in combat. Thank you. And it's Ragman. Oh, okay. I was wondering if it could do damage to him. I don't really want to say this, but I feel like this dude needs to be balanced. It's like, not exactly, but I have Brimstone. Brimstone? Sorry, I meant, I have, Polyphemus. Seems a little strong. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another fantastic video. I'll just be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Transparent as hell. This may be one of the bigger backlogs you see, as far as videos go. So be patient if I, don't get back to a comment for a little bit. I mean, I'll reply to, like, most comments anyway. Just because I enjoy replying to comments. But I'm going to try, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try to get like 3 videos out a day. Mostly because there's a new game. It's not a new game. There's a new update for a game. It's called Undermine. The new update comes out on the 17th, which should be a day after this video. This video should come out on the 18th. So technically it'll be old news if I actually manage to do it properly. But I should be able to squeak by just enough money to pick up the game. And we're going to, it has a new update which added like a new floor to it. It's a game very similar to this, style-wise, except it has the progression elements of Rogue Legacy, where you can actually just buy like permanent upgrades. So you buy the axe is stronger. Your weapon's like a pickaxe. But it can make it so that there are actual like meta progression upgrades. There we go. So that's the game I'm looking at working on next, and Bug Fables, which I said I would release videos on a long time ago, and I didn't. A long time ago. It was probably like, oh, God, how long was it? Oh, heck yeah. I love liver. I don't really. Liver's disgusting, but the item's great. It's like a tears down? No? I thought it had an effect to it. Whatever. Yeah. So, I still want to get that, and I want to make sure I have videos coming out more regularly. I I don't know if I won't talk about this in anything else, and maybe for anyone who's like coming in and like seeing these mods, I really shouldn't be doing this because mods aren't really the best place to do this. But this says not necessarily mods, but playing Isaac, which is Isaac mods, so it's kind of true. But doing these videos has been my like most successful like long-staying series. I don't know if I want that. At least recently. As much as I like the whole, I actually don't really like it. It's a cool item. I'm not using it to its full potential. It was in the item room that I didn't pick up. What was in the item room? It was dice. A die. Yeah, so I don't really know if I should be talking about like more serious stuff here. But I also am like idiotically transparent on things. I have been struggling with my depression a lot, which is why I've had these. I mean, I think I've done an okay job on these. They've come out, like the past 2 got messed up, but for like the past 5 days, I've been struggling with my depression like retardedly bad. And I know some people get offended with saying that. Retarded is what I mean. Offended by not talking about depression. But sorry. This is just, come on. I need to finish one of them. Come on. Come on. No! I don't even have bombs to help me out. Portal, where are you? Yes. Whatever. I'll just take damage. Didn't know that would kill them all. Would have done that way earlier. But it's been really like testing my patience because I don't like, I guess, so for anyone who doesn't know, I guess I'll like kind of explain like at least how mine affects me, and maybe so you can understand other people's, because I came up with, maybe it's not the best analogy, but I thought it was kind of fitting. With the way depression affects people, because a lot of the times when talking with someone who has depression, it's always like the same idiocy of, well, have you tried being happy? Like, oh my god, thank you, I never thought about that. Or, it's, you know, usually what it is have you tried not being sad? And it's like, yep. Thank you, you solved it. You should get a goddamn medal. Like, no, you idiot. It's the same thing as being like someone who has ADHD or, God, who has a cold. And it's like, have you tried not being sick? Have you tried that? Seriously, have you? Because if you just stop being sick, you won't be sick anymore. That's exactly how stupid it is. But to explain like what mine does, because obviously it's one of those things where there's like a billion different types. Just like, you know, you can care about someone and it's not always the same way. But the way that mine hits is, and for a lot of people, I'm sure they can agree with this, with the times where depression won't let you do what you enjoy, because a lot of people are like, well, then you don't really enjoy it. It's the same thing with, if you want to do something, you'd already have just done it, so you don't really want to do it. And while there is a sliver of truth to that, there's also the level of, no, I haven't had the tools or the time investment to, you know, do those things. But one of the best ways I've found to kind of describe depression, I came up with this like really recently, because I was talking to one of my friends and I was hanging out at his house, and he has wooden floor. He doesn't have heating underneath it, and it's cold. And he was complaining about, like, that morning or whatever. It's like, that is exactly what depression feels like. It is a very cold morning. You are very toasty in bed. You did not get enough sleep. Get up now and go do something you hate. That's what depression is, dealing with things you enjoy. Because it's your brain telling you no. Like, for all the things, I was talking to another friend about this today, and it's, I was joking, and it's like, look, I thought at least my brain would be on my side, but clearly it's not. Because that's literally what depression is. Like, even your brain is against you. Mind over matter? Well, what happens when the mind is the thing that's the problem? Alright, now I gotta do matter over mind? But that was, that's, like, exactly what it is. Like, you just can't bring yourself to do the things. I'm lucky enough that if there are major repercussions, I can do it. An example is, like, I can always get up to go to work if I have a job. Or, like, I can get my schoolwork done. I usually just procrastinate to the last minute. Because I'm also really bad about that, too. Which I've always been a procrastinator. Sorry, I'm looking at the items in here. Like, do I want any of these? Nah, I don't really. I think that's the fly bomb. I don't want that guy because he explodes and hurts me. Yeah, so that's kind of why I haven't done the Bug Tales. It's not called Bug Tales. The bug game. Which I don't remember if I talked about that in this video or last video. Anyway, that was all. I just wanted to bring that up. I know it's... If you wanted to see the Little Horn mod, like... No. Shut up, loser. Stop talking about your problems. So... I'm done talking about that stuff. Hopefully you stuck around and hung out. If you did, thank you. If not, I have nothing to say to you because you're gone. It wouldn't do me any good to talk to you. But yeah, back on topic of cool Isaac mods. I like this character's, like, motif. Maybe it's the shot speed, which is, like, what really holds him back. I'm trying to think of why... I mean, one, it's not to insult the maker of this mod, because they've done a much better job than I can currently do. I say that because I'm going to school for game design, so... Maybe I can do better later. I better be able to do better later. Not insulting you. But, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe you do have a formal education. I'll at least be able to rival you. But the damage just seems really high. Is that worth it? I'm gonna say no, and reroll. I was thinking about the habit. I don't really like the, yeah, absolutely. We'll just take this and this. I'm not a huge fan of the... That was dumb. I guess I'm not going in there. I was going to go back and go into the curse room. It's not a curse room, it's the fight room. I don't know what it's called now. I don't know what I used to call them. I don't know what their official name is. But, Yeah. This one. The spiky boss fight room thingy. I like this mod. Don't know about the hole. I didn't really use it too much. Actually, no, I know exactly. The hole is excellent because it is perfect for a starting item. It's not too overpowered to the point where it is like the D6 where it has to... It is your run. Because as I've talked about before, like, I love the D6, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic item. But when you have the D6, if you don't have something OP, you'll always have the D6. While the hole is, like, it defines the character, is really good for, like, escaping situations, but not so strong that your run is defined by it. I always feel like the defining items should be later? Like this. It defines the run as nothing. I'm gonna leave it there. It's crap. Yeah. But having a starting item that you're guaranteed to get define a run can make a game very stale, but the nature of the D6 makes it not stale. Because it's reroll items. It's not like Brimstone. If you always started with full length of Brimstone, there's no point to your run anymore. Like, you just have Brimstone, you win. I know there are situations where Brimstone isn't good. I didn't even play the friggin'... I'm a big dumb poopy head. I didn't even play the arcade blood bank. That's the word I'm looking for. Come on, there we go. Hey, look! I didn't get a damage up, though. Is that how they balance it? I didn't get any stat up. Wait, no. Blood Clot isn't. Blood Clot is, every other shot has the damage up. Right. It's not an actual... Okay. It is. I was about to say it's not an actual statistical upgrade, but it is. It's just it doesn't actually show up in your stat list. Which I guess I should say, like, does that bother you? At people who like looking at the stats? Because I mean, obviously you could just look it up on the wiki, but I don't like looking things up on the wiki all that much. Like, I do, but only after I'm very familiar with the game. There's like that degree of mystery I do like in games, where, like, what's a good example? A good example of where I basically always want to look at the wiki is, like, gacha games. Because, if I'm going towards something or some of the mechanics where it's like, you have to invest a stupid amount of resources into them to, like, even see what they are. I can't, like, it takes a redonkulous amount of, redonkulous amount of time to, like, rectify those things. An example would be, like, Fate Grand Order, you power up this useless dude, and then, like, in the story, you immediately get a better character, but you've already invested all those resources. Or, I don't know. Just a game like that. I don't know that much about Fate Grand Order. I really don't like the game. That's what I know about it. Ooh, Baby Bender. I don't know what that is. But that was an achievement. Have, homing tiers X times. I don't know. But, Excuse me. An XL floor. Yeah, the puzzle games, I don't want to like ever look at a wiki. I guess technically that'd be more like a walkthrough, but half the time wikis, at least a lot of the ones I've seen, also have walkthroughs on them. Oh, there's an enemy here. Where is it? But that's something where I I feel like most of your enjoyment comes from like doing it yourself. A lot of the time. I don't know. Puzzle games, like, what's the point of going through a puzzle game if you look up a guide? That's worthless. If you get stuck, yes. Because if you just cannot figure it out, like, maybe you just need step 1. Like, Baba Is You. For a puzzle game. If you just look at the first step, maybe then it's like, oh, I forgot about that style or something. I don't know. Then it literally gives the game more life because you were done with it if you couldn't figure it out. Because as much as I don't like letting games beat me, I also would rather play a game I'm enjoying rather than just struggle against something I'm done with, you know, for argument's sake. Like, I mean, let's say I'm playing Baba Is You and I literally can't figure out a puzzle. I'm gonna quit and move on to a new game, or I'm gonna look it up. The game's actually structured really well where, like, not being able to figure out a single puzzle rarely stops you from actually having any new puzzles. Because, like, when you unlock an area, you get, like, multiple puzzles you can solve at once. I will take this. That's probably all I really need to take of those. Yeah, I'll definitely take... There's more options. I guess. Let's blow your face up. Get money. Waste money. You know what? The Spirit Heart Converter would have been good. I am going to take the Bible. Because I'm a nerd now. I remembered. Alright, I'm out. I remember the comment. It was one of the earlier ones. It was, hey, if you picked up the Bible, you could have gotten all the books. Well, you know what? That's great advice. Should have taken it. Apple, trick or treat. Don't know what that does. Ah! Razor blade. Cool. Okay. What else did I want on this run? Obviously more tier ups. Just because obviously. Why am I not getting the 2020? Wait, no, I don't have 2020. I bookworm. Bookworm sometimes 2020. I answered my question. Don't type that in. Do type that in the comments. Also, I've got a horribly... it's not even horrible. Yes, it is, kind of. I've got a... how do I want to word this? I've got a thingamadoodle to talk about. That's a great way to word it. Don't care. I have an edited video I've been working on for a long time. Not I've been, like, editing it. It's been in the works, I guess I should say, for a long time. On, Pokemon challenges. That seemed like something you guys would be interested in. I'm gonna release at least one of them. but I really like Pokemon as a game, and it's just challenges. I did it. Playing it was, I don't know why I didn't think that was a door. Playing it was a lot of fun doing the actual challenge. The editing part's what I dislike more. And trust me, I'm not going to record going through any of the challenges. Like, a lot of the challenges have been done by a bazillion people, but I'll probably also throw my hat in the ring on some of them. Examples of them are, like, beat... Or, like, this is one I'd want to do. Like, beat Pokemon Yellow with only a Pikachu. Damn it. That way it's, you know, it's kind of cool, because it's like, hey, Pikachu's your... Oh, hell yeah, bye-bye, loser. We got the best item now. Get wrecked. Every other item in the game. Yeah, and it's like, you know, obviously it's designed to be, like, hard, so it's like no using items in battle, all that jazz. You know, I'll just tell you what it is. It was, could you beat the game with Vulpix's evolutionary line? I evolved because I hadn't really, like, seen any challenges, so I wasn't sure how hardcore I wanted to go. So I did evolve it, but it's only one Vulpix. So, it's that kind of stuff. I think it could be fun to do. And then those will be, like, my edited videos to kind of test if I want to do more edited videos. If I go really hard into edited videos, I'll probably just make another channel for them. Absolutely. Because personally, those would come out maybe once a week if they started doing, like, pretty well. Versus I still want to have Let's Plays and reviews and all that jazz, which would all be done here unless it's scripted, which I will never do a scripted Let's Play, because that sounds horrible and stupid. Would be on the other channel. I think we went down last episode. I think this one's good. I don't remember if this one's good. I don't care if it's good. I took it anyway. I don't care. Yeah. Let me know what you think about those. I still need to get back to editing on it. I've been lazy, and I've been wrapped up with school and stuff. And these are easier for me to do because I'm very novice at editing, so I don't know a lot of the tricks. So a lot of the time I wind up brute forcing how I handle some of my editing. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can not go that way. So I need to... Obviously, the more I do, the more I'll improve. So... But right now, this being like my third edited video I've done, I'm still not confident in them. I was about to say comfortable. I'm perfectly comfortable to do them. I don't care. I just am not confident in my editing skills. I've never really tested them. I tested them on one thing and it didn't work out. That's a whole mess in its own right. I got approached by a company to be an editor for them. And I was like, alright. I haven't edited anything. Why? You know, and it's like literally right there. It's like big flags, but I wanted to see what they were doing. And I basically started to like put them to the test on some of their like ideas. And the person I was speaking to was very personable and wasn't a colossal shitbag. And then I had to do like a 1 minute edited video, and I was like, worst case, I wasted a minute editing. I don't give it, whatever. Because I'd be getting paid like a moderate amount I'd get paid like $20-$30 per edited thing I made, which that's pretty good. I mean, I'd never see anything based off of what the channel got, but I don't really care, because at that point I just wanted my own, and at any point I could just quit and do my own stuff, because I was always allowed to use my name. I could plug my own stuff, and then I could just quit. And then they can either delete everything I've done, which wouldn't affect me, because I wasn't getting paid for it anyway. Or, you know, for, like, views. Or they could, leave them up, keep collecting money, and keep giving me free publicity. So, does this get out of jail free? No, it's... I don't remember what emergency contact does. God dang it, I have to go through that slurpy room. Yeah, but the editing thing was just it was a sham. It was one of those crappy companies just trying to bleed money out of people. And yeah. Sorry, not bleed money, but they're like, hey, as I got through the first basically interview thing, I went to the second one, and the person wouldn't give me clear feedback. He was like, that doesn't look professional. I'm like, okay. I can take criticism. Like, I'm not the best editor. It's like, why doesn't it look professional? We'll make them like these people. Okay, what about it doesn't look professional, dipshit? Like, I don't know what you want. Could you make another one? No, I don't know what you want. What do you want? Tell me! And then basically I called him like a scam. Not literally, but I basically called him a scam artist. Just to be an asshole, because I was tired. It took like an hour. It was like an hour conversation of him giving me no feedback, because he just took forever to respond. And then after I said, yeah, I'll never work for your company, because you're, like, you will not give me feedback. I doubt you'll even pay me. And at that point, he was like, well, no. And it's like, alright, he's just trying to save himself here. I think that item sucks. I don't want it. Yeah, but he's just running his mouth about it. And he's like, well, I guess I could, you know, make some time to talk to you. And it's like, no, I'm good. I don't care anymore. You couldn't give me feedback on why you thought it was unprofessional. 10 seconds. I didn't like the resolution of your video. The end. Like, oh, okay. I wasn't given instructions on what to do. You know what I mean? It's like, give me instructions and I can do things much better. But if you don't give me instructions, I don't know what you want. It's kind of like when I know I'm a little bit of a hypocrite on this, but it's like when I ask for feedback on videos, and it's like they're like, well, what do you want to know? And it's like, well, I don't know. I want to know about the video. Like, what did you... Actually, no, I was like, what did you like? What didn't you like? How was the audio? Blah, blah, blah. I can actually ask those things, but it's like, I want feedback on the videos. I would like constructive feedback. Even if you don't like the video, it's like, well, why didn't you? I don't like Let's Plays. Okay, so the video will never be, you know, good for you. That makes sense, and that's okay. And also, maybe this is like a little whatever, but when someone asks for feedback, and this is weird to say it this way, but when someone asks for feedback, they're asking for feedback on what they made, not what potentially could be. So like an example would be, I just watched the new Harley Quinn show. It's on like DC Thingamajigger. It's really funny. I like it a lot. It's got some real funny moments in it. It's a good show. Or at least what I've seen. I've only seen 3 episodes. It's funny. I like it. Recommend it. But, like, watching that, and then having someone be like, yeah, that show sucks. Okay. Why does it suck? I don't like animated. Okay. Like, that's That's not a good reason to say it sucks. Just because it's animated. That the fact something is animated doesn't mean it's bad. It means you didn't enjoy it. Which is fine. You don't have to enjoy it. Like, my father hates animated things. He like... It's probably the older mindset, but he looks at animated things just as for kids. Not for kids, the company, just they're designed for children. Because for kids is bad. That's fine, you know, just don't... It's weird to say it sometimes, because not everyone has to give an objective opinion, but if you're actually talking about the content of it, don't tell people it sucks. Okay, I can't tell you what to do. Do whatever the hell you want, but you shouldn't be telling people it sucks just because it doesn't fit something that generic as the... I don't even want to say art style, because sometimes art style could just be so, like, grossly unappealing that something actually can suck. Like a redonkulously abstract style sometimes can just make a show really unappealing, and in that case, make it suck. But the format be like saying, hey, Xbox, or sorry, this game sucks because it's on PC or something. Well, no, that's not a good example. And I'm also coming up with, you know, almost straw man-esque arguments. They're not very good, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is the company just wouldn't give me feedback, and it irritated the heck out of me. It was like, look, I just want feedback. Because, like, some of the I had to do something really obscure, so, like, not everything was, like, necessarily full screen or whatever. Because, like, some of the images weren't. And I was told I didn't have to go, like, hardcore out of the way. They wanted to see if I could make basic transitions. Because they wanted to see what, like, editor I had, basically. Or editing software I had and what kind of things I could do. So I did all those. Like, everything had, you know, transitions, there were unique ones and everything and whatever. I added text into it to go, like, that extra step further. I wasn't told to do that. And then it's like, I just got told that it was unprofessional and left at that. Maybe it wasn't what they were looking for. And that's why they think it was unprofessional, which I can accept that. I'm not even going to pretend like it was the greatest thing ever. I just did standard screen transitions. But I was provided an example to work off of. And the example I was provided literally had worse transitions than mine did. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's what they wanted, but literally everything had the exact same transition. Oops. That sucks. Yes, I know I left money there. I don't care. I don't care immensely. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that's my story of that irritating me. Anyway, I might release edited stuff in the near future, depending on how it goes. I like watching edited content, but I've never really wanted to do it because, well, to be honest, the first editing project I worked on got removed from YouTube. I did an abridged series. Well, I say series, I did an abridged episode for an anime. That got removed for copyright reasons. I did a review on I think Dragon Warrior was next for, like, my bigger projects. I did a couple, like, tiny edits. The Dragon Warrior did fairly well. I just didn't... it got okay reception, and then some of my friends weren't so nice about it, and they're like, well, why wasn't it professionally done? And I'm like, well, shut up. They gave feedback. It was just like, I don't know, it wasn't the warmest reception to it, so I got a little discouraged, because I spent like a really long time working on it. I literally sat down and beat Dragon Warrior to make my video, and it was like 13 hours to beat the game or something. And then editing it took like another like 5-6 hours. I didn't have a very good, like I said, I don't know a lot of the tricks. So I'm doing everything like the roughest way possible. And I couldn't think of another game I wanted to do off the top of my head. And I saw the Pokemon challenges and I was like, hey, why not? No, sorry, it was Dragon Quest. It went abridged Dragon Quest anime review. Anime review and Dragon Quest both got taken down. And it's super discouraging when you spend multiple hours recording something and it gets taken down. Which is why that whole shit needs to be fixed. Because it's dumb. Like, I actually made sure, and I don't know if there was ever a point where I used more than like 10 seconds of consecutive footage. For the review, not the abridged. The abridged was had a bunch of consecutive footage. Obviously, that's how those things work. Good lord, all the full health. So yeah, maybe those will come out. I might do some... I also might do some Nuzlocks. I don't know. It's all up in the air. I never know what I'm going to do. I just like making videos. That's all I really know. I have fun recording things. I actually love recording for, like, scripted stuff. I'm not a big fan on writing a script. Oh no, I got told my script was bad. That's why I got salty. Person told me my script was bad, like, a minute and a half into watching the video, so they didn't even have time to watch my script. I also had a snafu happen in the video, where I lost footage on one of the parts I was talking about. So I had to cut out, and it was an important thing. It was either replay... God, it was like somewhere near the end of the game. So it's like replay 12 hours. Go find it on YouTube, which I didn't want to do. Just because I don't feel comfortable taking other people's stuff. I could always just, you know, put a disclaimer or ask them if I can use it. Because, like, I wouldn't care if someone used this video, like that clip right there, of me just fighting Isaac, if they just used that clip and even muted the audio so I wasn't talking over it. I wouldn't have a problem if someone took that clip to, like, talk about something. Like, if someone, like, oh man, I want to make this video on, like, top boss. No, that'd be lame, but for argument's sake. Oh hey! It's what we were talking about last episode. Yay. I'll just take all this. Why did that come up last episode? That would have been hilarious. Was that this episode? I don't remember. I'm recording these back to back. I'm basically gonna try to do the, I'm gonna try and have, like, 3 series going at once. Like, regularly, hopefully. Obviously, if any of the series, like, does crap, I might just cancel it. That's how I've always been. Unless it's something I just want to play, and sometimes I need that extra reason to play something, or excuse to play something as I'm uploading it. See, I knew you were gonna hit me. Ugh. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and have some... It's Bug Fables. That's what the game is called. I called it Bug Tales either this episode or last. I haven't... I don't know. Today sucks. Today sucks. So my memory is like really poopy. I had way too much go on today. So my brain's like still in poo mode. Hey, me. How's it going, me? Oh, you know, it's going pretty good. Yeah. So I don't... Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to try and get a couple different series going. Because I kind of want to just force myself to release content. Because I like doing this. I don't know if that's going to hurt me, and I literally can't afford it. Ah, I knew it was the laser. What's this one? Vision? There you go. I think I have like 1 heart. Yeah, it's half a heart. That's actually super good. Gives me that iframe. Yoink. I mean, there is more, but I don't want it. Because the half heart gives me protection for Polaroid. Oof. If we don't make it, we don't make it. We made it this far. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna try to get more series out. Hopefully, maybe both of them will be up. Maybe only one of them will be up by the time this happens. But I'm gonna work towards it. I'm sorry. It's 5 in the morning. I have not been sleeping well. That's another problem. Anyway, thank you very much. You are all sweet people and fantastic, and I love you. Mwah! Bye-bye.